put it that way. And she's the police public relations officer in Osun State. My guest today would talk more about the security situation, not only in Osun State, but in Nigeria as a whole, because she knows the nitty-gritty of what is happening when it comes to security matters in Osun State and Nigeria as a whole. Yes, I have with me as my guest today on The Nation Today the Police Public Relations Officer, SP Opalola EMC Olawonyi, MNIPL. You're welcome to The Nation Today this morning.
Thank you for having us all over the world. Thank you for having me.
All right, thank you for being part of the show this wonderful morning. Yes, let's talk about the election is just about 10 days to go, and there is a lot of people that are not really comfortable with the security in the state at the moment, not even in the state, in the country at the moment. What are the steps that your agency, as one of the lead agencies, especially when it comes to election matters, what are you doing to make sure that you take this fear away from the public and the electorate?
Thank you so much. Like you have rightly said, when it comes to internal security, police is the lead agency. And because of that, we have been doing a lot of things of late to ensure that the security of lives and property is ensured. We have been doing a lot of things. And like you will even witness my coming to this place, your studio frequently, yes. Even the radio, the television, we have been doing it. And not here alone, I've been going to other media houses like the Rave FM, the Fresh FM, and all the likes. Even very soon I'm going to be in Crown FM and Ile-Ife and many other places. All these are done to sensitize people, to ensure that people's hearts are put to rest. That we make them to be rest assured that there is going to be adequate security in place for the election. And you know that we have been doing this kind of election over time. And even I want to cite the example of the election that we just did in Osun State recently, that of governorship election. Before the election, there are insinuations, there are many uproars, there are many, apprehension that people are saying the head is going to cut, the nose is going to be reduced, all this and that. Everything were witnessed there. But you will agree with me that all those things did not happen. Because even people would not know the kind of the security measures that were in place then until we were able to do it. I tell you that you will see that in this state now we have only other ones. The issue of governorship election is gone, so we have other elections. And I will tell you that this election that is coming up in Osun State is going to be a walkover.
How do you mean?
Yes, it's because I know what we have in place. I know the security measures that has been on ground, and I know.
Can you tell us some so that just like you said, the public will be at sometimes I may not be able to tell you in details.
For security reasons.
All right, just give us
so that like Yoruba will say, "Nti agbalagba fi njeko abe ewelowa." Let that thing be under the leaf, at least for now. But what I know is that we have had a lot of meetings with this political, juggernauts, the political stalwarts. We have had a lot of meetings with them. The CP is always having meetings upon meetings, series of meetings with political parties, political leaders, and even and reading riot act to them. And also he has been having series of meetings with the youths, with the religious leaders, with, all the stakeholders, everything that is involved when it comes to this election. He has been having series of meetings to them, and they have been promising that they will allow peace on that election day, even before, during and after the election. And apart from that, you will see even in Abuja, like 2 days ago, the president even commissioned, the new apparatus, new security apparatus, new security vehicles that have just been purchased, that police have just been purchased, not for any other thing, but for the purpose of this election, to ensure that everything goes normally without any fear, any form of fear, apprehension or anything. And that is the reason why we are doing all this. We have done a lot of things. And even, let me tell you, some people we have been doing some series of trainings. There is one that I just came back from Abuja, like about a week ago, where all of us, the PROs all over the country, and the people, ICT personnel, were trained on some things. It's because of this election. And even we have even been trained in Ibadan recently again, because of the election, on strategic communication for the election. And aside that, there has been series of trainings, operational trainings for our men too. And even one is going to happen even this week, because they have sent the signal to me that they are going to be, they are going to be training each state some people that are going to be used especially for operational purpose, during the election. Trainings upon trainings are going on. A lot of things, sensitizations anywhere, everywhere. Everything is just, I know, we surmount the mountain.
All right, let's see. Osun State election, the concentration of the police and all other security agencies, they were concentrated in Osun when the Osun election was on. But this one is a bigger picture, where almost 19-20 states will go for election. Are you telling me now that we have enough personnel to make sure that this election, especially the general election, works?
Yes, we have enough personnel. And aside that, let me tell you that even the IGP, the Inspector General of Police, has even sent some tactical, units, members of some tactical units, like the mobile police force, PMF, and all other, counter-terrorism and so on. Is going to deploy them even all over the states, all the states in this country, including the FCT. And I want you to remember something, that election is a peculiar one, because it has its own peculiarity, and we were emphasizing some, some importation of some hoodlums, importations of some people, some miscreants from some other states to the country, to this state by that time. But now everybody is going to manage his own state. So it is going to be everyone, to your tent, O Israel. Everybody is going to manage whatever is in no state. So there will not be any fear that there are some people that are coming from other states, that will be imported from other states to our own states. So because everybody has his own businesses, in the states, in all the states of the federation. But that by that time it was peculiar to us the election was peculiar to Osun State alone. So all eyes will be on Osun State, and many other things will be coming. You know, there will be people flocking from other places to, you know, to the state, and that is why that was how it was then. But now we are not envisaging such, you know, such kind of problems. And even if we have some skirmishes, we are up to the task to be able to face the problem head on.
All right, you are the eyes, the nose, the mouth of the police force in Osun State. Can you just give us an understanding of how many of this personnel that will be deployed for this exercise?
There's no police officer that will tell you. There's no state that will tell you that person will be a fool. If you are telling the world, you are telling the people, you know, the criminals, like the criminals are our opponents. Let me put it that way. Criminals are our opponents. Like we have political parties too.
Well, I'm asking
it's
that.
Just like a political party telling another political party what he has, you know, the strategy they have gotten to ensure that they win an election. It's just like that.
Political parties, they give their manifestos and people see what they want to do.
They put it, but there are some things that will be hidden, that they will not want to divulge to, you know, to the opposite, to the rivals. Likewise, us, we have our own rivals too. We have our own opposition party. That I can put opposition party, which are criminals. Because of them, we cannot tell you how we have planned, the number of people, the number of men to go for one operation or the other. We can never tell you that. But what we know is that I am very sure of, because I am part of, you know, I'm part of the management team. So I know what has been on ground. What I know is that everybody should just cool down. Like you say, calm down, you know. There's not going to be any problem.
Well, the reason why I asked is because, you know, you said one thing when we started this program, that publics, electorates should be rest assured that this election will go free, fair, and credible. And if you're saying that, publics will want to know the kind of people that will safeguard them, especially when it comes to election. You know, election, you cannot predict what will happen. But if they have maybe just just, let's say, even if you are bringing 100,000 and you give them like 50,000, I say, okay, well, 50,000 is still okay. Let's see how it goes. And you bring 100,000, then you have defeated your enemy who happens to be criminals.
Let me tell you, I still insist that I will not mention the number of men that will be deployed for the operations. But I want to tell you that, remember that we are going to work in synergy with other security agencies. Do you know that too?
I do.
So we have other people. So it's going.
I know you have their details as well.
The number is going to be enormous. The number is going to be overwhelming. So we don't need to be mentioning numbers. But I am assuring you that there will be security present in everywhere, every part of the state, even in the villages.
That's fantastic.
In every nook and crannies of this state.
Okay, let's still talk about.
You will not even believe the number of policemen and women and the other security agencies that you'll be seeing on that day. You will be thinking, were they taken from the space to this place?
So you don't want to let the cat out of the bag. All right, we'll see. It's just some few days to election, and when electorates see the presence of policemen and other security agencies, then they will be rest assured to see that this 2023 general election will go free, fair, and credible, just like you have said. All right, let's look at a lot of people will be traveling, especially some few days to the election. You know, maybe from Lagos to Osun State, maybe from Castina to Osun State, even from far north, maybe from Adama, maybe from Yobe down to Osun State. What preparation are you making so that we won't see kidnappers, kidnapping all these set of people, you know, bandits, you know, taking people for ransom and all sorts?
I want to tell you that if you are a kind of a person that used to travel, you will have seen on our roads, highways now, the presence, you know, the overwhelming presence of the security, you know, men and women, you know, the police. Because I was coming from Ibadan on Monday, at least from Ashejire. You know, that is my own jurisdiction that I'm talking about. I have to limit myself to, you know, to Osun, because I want to assure the good people of Osun that they are secure. So from Ashejire to Osogbo, if I'm not mistaken, I could meet, you know, presence of policemen like in 12 places. And their numbers, the number in each unit was so high. So that is one of it. And you will also see that recently, especially almost on daily basis, we are doing what is a show of strength. We are doing it that we can also refer to as show of force. We are doing it together with other security, you know, agencies, to the sister security agencies. You will see it's a show of strength. It's a situation whereby an operational, you know, activities whereby all of them will be parading everywhere, you know, in operational vehicles, going about. That is sounding a kind of warning to people, that especially the criminals, that is not going to be a business as usual, that this election that is coming, you are being warned to take redress. So otherwise you will be caught in the web. So that is, we have been doing this almost on daily basis now. So all those things are one of, you know, are some of the things that we are even placing to ensure that people mind are at rest.
All right. Some couple of months ago, you know, it was reported all over Nigeria, INEC offices being bombed. Osun State was not left out. The election is just few days. Are you protecting INEC?
Yes.
In what way?
Yes, we have our men there, and we have told INEC to do some things which they have employed, which I will not be able to tell you even on here too. So I want to, before we leave this question, I would like to tell the people out there to warn their, you know, their children to desist from burning of government facilities. They should know that whatever facility they burn, they are the one that will repair it. Because it's going to, the money that the government is supposed to be using to do other things for the benefit of the members of the public is going to be spent on the repair of those things, because those things are facilities that are very important, which must be replaced. So it must be replaced. So why are you burning it? We are just shooting ourselves on the leg. We are doing ourselves evil, more evil than good. Then I want to also tell you that INEC this election materials are not this paper you are thinking about. INEC has upgraded, because by virtue of what they have shown to us while we were doing series of meetings with them, we know that they have upgraded is not on the papers again. So if you burn materials, paper materials and all those things in the office, you cannot burn what has been stored in the cloud. There is you can, yes, you can, what is in the Google, what is in the cloud, you cannot burn them. Everything about them has been stored. So you just have the paper. If you burn one today, they will reprint, they will you know, everything that has been there will be regurgitated again, and they will reprint it again. So and that is uncivilized, because we're supposed to have outgrown all these kind of practices. So I'm just telling them. Coming to your question, we have in place a lot of security measures to ensure that all the government facilities, not even INEC alone, all the government facilities are secured. And we are just telling people, please don't go near.
Because all these their materials, all these their materials will go to some villages far away from the capital, and
we have enough security to escort that, to ensure that all those materials are safe.
Okay. Now let's talk about, since we are still talking about HINEC, let's look at the ad hoc staffs, especially the UCOPers. I've monitored so many elections, and there's this thing that I still am not too comfortable with, especially during election. You find out that you only see like maybe 2 or 3 policemen or women at the scene of a polling, and if anything crops up, without harms, without anything, nothing happens, and the hoodlums or the destroyer, or I don't know what to call them now, we just go away with it. I've seen it several times. So what are you going to do in this general election to make sure that such won't happen?
Not in Osun. You see many. You wouldn't know how many persons were arrested in Osun State for one offense or the other during the governorship election, and have been prosecuted. They are enjoying themselves at the correctional centers now. You may be seeing 1, 2, 3 policemen at a polling unit, but they have backups. Because we cannot be carrying, if you carry gun to a place where they are supposed to be, people supposed to be voting, there will be apprehension, people will fear. They will be fearing, some people will not even want to come closer to the place because of the gun, the presence of gun, the sight of guns or other weapons that is seen. And so that is why the people that will be in that perimeter will be people without arm. But we have backups. You may not know where they may be. Some of them may even not be on uniform. So people will not know. And that is why some people may even think that was how some people think that there are no police around. That was why they want to do one thing or the other, why policemen came out and arrested them. So don't fear at all. But we cannot carry harm close to where people will be, will be voting, because even some people have some kind of diseases, some ailment, like high blood pressure, sighting gun, sighting people harm. They will not want to stay. They may go back to their houses because of the fear that they may be shot or something like that. So they will not want to have free mind of staying where they want to perform their franchise.
So talking about the actors that will be at the scene when it comes to 2023 general election, we've talked about the HINEC, we talked about your agency, we've talked about the political parties, we talk about the NYSC, the core members that will be, the youth core members that will be at the scene of the 2023 election, journalists.
I know you mentioned that because that's your own.
Well, that's my jurisdiction, and yes. I have seen a lot, especially our cameramen. You know, when they want to pick a particular scene, we see, in fact, sometimes they will say, don't pick this, don't pick that, and there will be no protection for them. And these are news for us to let people know what is ongoing at the scene of the election. So what are you doing to make sure that journalists in this 2023 election are safe, secured, and they will do, we always do our work professionally. What are you doing in your own capacity, especially in Osun State, to make sure that wherever the journalists will come from are safe and secured?
Thank you so much. You know, you know that in all the people that you have mentioned, journalists are the people that are closer to me because we work pari passu. I think I can say that's my own family.
Oh, yes.
Family members too. I just want to tell the journalists that they should be rest assured that they are going to be safe, they are going to be secured. During that, we have done that one too, to ensure that they are safe during this 2023 election that is coming very soon. And aside that, I want to tell the journalists, please be professional, because some, you are saying you are doing it professionally, some of you are not professional. Like we have seen that everybody has become journalists now because of this, the advent of this.
We are dealing with that, and we'll deal
because with it. We see, know your boundary and keep to that your boundaries. There are some things, because the issue of election is purely INEC issues. It's purely INEC issues. Is only our own is just to provide security, to ensure that people, both the electorate and the people, the politicians are safe. Everybody that is going to be involved, and even the INEC are safe, and all the materials. That is what we are for. Let me tell you, when the INEC tell you you should not go beyond this, don't go beyond it. It is their responsibility. It is their job. It is what they are being asked to do, and they are being trained to do it. So let us know our boundary, and when we know that you are going more than where you should be, and they are cautioning you, don't be adamant. Some people are high-minded. I've seen it, time without number, that you will be telling some journalists some things, they will be arguing with you as if they know more than any other person in the world. They should do it with caution. They should do it professionally. Everybody has his own boundary during that election.
Well, our job is to relay the issue.
And you have to.
So if we are not there, how are we going to do that?
What I'm saying is this. I'm not saying you should not be there. I know what I'm saying. I don't know how I will talk about it and you will understand what I'm saying. Personally, I cannot be in every polling unit at a time. Though, as my boss, the commissioner of police will be going on, I have to be following him. I have to be following suit. We have to be going for, for supervision, purpose, inspections everywhere. But we cannot be in two places at a time. When we are not spirits, we are not God. So we will be in a place at a time. So and that is why, if something is happening somewhere, I may not be there to salvage the situation on time. But at the same time, most of them knows my number, which I will call again today for people that may have one problem or the other, so that we will be informed. I want to tell you that we will also have situation room, like we have. during the governorship election. We have a situation room where we will have all the security agencies represented. The member, a member will be, everyone will be represented in that situation room. So whenever you have one problem or the other, immediately you call on us. If the one that involve whichever security agency, they will promptly, address that issue. And that's why I'm going to give you my number, so that anytime you have any problem, you'll be able to call us immediately. You call me immediately, so that we'll be able to do things. We'll be able to take action, necessary action, on whatever problem that you are having.
Are you giving the journalists, or are you giving the public?
We are giving both the journalists and the public.
All right, let's have it now.
00677 88119. 00677 88119.
All right, just like she has said, that is the number to call when you see any issue that will come up during the election, and we hope that we won't encounter any issue. But in case such will happen, that's the number 006 77 88119. So that's the number to call when the election will come proper. I know that Osun State Police Force is battle ready for the election, and we hope that we have a free, fair, and credible election.
Yes, I assure you.
All right, let's talk about this. What INEC, the press conference that the INEC chairman made some couple of days ago, when he was saying that about 240 polling units will be discarded, or will be taken away from the polling units that will come up when the general election will come up. Now, looking at that, don't you think that could cause another unrest? People can use that to cause another unrest when the election is just a few days to come?
I don't think so. The reason why they do that, they know. It's better known to them. And I know it will be for good. There is nobody that want to fail in any assignment. It is the assignment that has been given to them, and they will not want to fail. They want to succeed. They want excellence, in that election, and that is why anything that they will see that will help them